as much as every disease and every cure. Barak wasallam. Alayhi wa alayhim kathiran kathiran. Assalamu alaikum. Rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. تركاتنا الصحبة والخير في الجميع. ما نجح سيدي دار شهر أبدا. Mawlana Shaykh Nazim used to say to us, patience at the first blow. Patience at the first blow. When something comes, you don't like it, catch yourself at that point. Not to react, because Shaitan's power is most strong at the beginning. When something comes, you don't like it, or you're angry, or something you don't, that time Shaitan's power is most powerful. If you can catch yourself that time, Shaitan power comes down and your spirit's power comes up. Your soul's power increases. They came one day in Cyprus. Some strange people, political people, came to the door knocking. They came from one Middle Eastern country, and they were on they had some project, some mission they were doing. They were strange people. They knocked at the door, and Mawlana Shaykh said, "Don't open the door." He made everyone in the whole house, he checked upstairs, downstairs, in the garden, in the dargah, everyone make fresh wudu. Then he said, be ready for what's coming. He told a story, I never heard it before, when Sayyidina Umar, radiallahu anh, he conquered Jerusalem, Quds Sharif. He came with his army and camped outside the church that was there. What was the Dome of the Rock was there? I forgot which one was first.
The church.
There was a cathedral. And he went to knock on the door. No one answered. He knocked again. No one answered. No one answered. Finally, after some time, something restrained Sayyidina Omar. Something's up. We have to see this. Finally, the chief priest or monk of that place opened the door and he said, "Welcome, welcome." They said, "You know who you're Sayyidina Umar ibn al-Khattab. Welcome to you. Come. If you like to come in, you can pray here also." And Umar said to him, "If I come and pray here, it will become a mosque, and you'll lose your church. You pray outside." And they made a separate place. But I'm wondering one thing, what took you so long to answer the door? What you're going to do? My army is... He said, we were taught when something unexpected comes, wait, wash yourself, and firm your heart with Allah, with God, and then face it. And it's that way ever since. When the Sahaba were faced with a difficult situation, a huge army is mounted against you, they said, "Hasbunallah wa ni'mal wakeel." They capture themselves. Shaykh Abdul Haqq. It's important in our lives not to, I'm saying it to myself especially, every day so many strange things comes with these instruments now, with these things, so many strange things come to threaten you, to make you afraid, to make you angry. You could be sitting fine, ring ring, phone comes, suddenly you're in a problem or something. It's important to remember, first blow, patience. What is how do you say in Arabic, patience at the first blow? You know, research department.
الصدمة الأولى.
Huh? Might be like that. Yeah. Yeah. Patience at the first blow. It's giving me the English. Where's the Arabic? Here. Sabra indala ula.
الصبر عند أول ضربة.
الصبر أول عند أول دورة ضربة. The first blow.
الصدمة الأولى.
صبر عند أولى. Patience at the first blow. Always Shaykh Nazim was trying to teach us to use every occasion as a means to improve, to get up spiritually. Everything that happens to us is sent by Allah. And Allah wants for His servants to reach their perfections. And the Prophet ﷺ wants his ummah to reach their best situation, and the Shaykh wants his murids to reach their amanat, their trust, their spiritual maturity. So they send trials, different kinds of trials. The Shaykh's trials are lighter than Prophet's trials. ﷺ, and Prophet's trials is lighter than Allah's trials, but anything might come. This is life. All kinds of things happen to people. Shaykh Abdul Haqq, Allah bless him, was saying in the khutbah yesterday, Allah created all the different kinds of people, happy and sad, and rich and poor, and successful and losers. And He made every different situation for people to test. Not to test to punish us, or not to test because He doesn't know if we can carry it or not. For us to check ourselves, see where we are, and as a means to improve. Means to improve. If a weightlifter is lifting 10 pounds and 20 pounds and 30 pounds, the objective is not to lift a weight, it's to build up. Sabra inda ula darba. Patience at the first blow. When a test comes, keep yourself. As Mullah Shaykh said, Allah likes to hear His servant say Alhamdulillah. Under every situation. Even you don't like it. If you can catch yourself, even go, Alhamdulillah, you're mad like crazy or disappointed or shocked or whatever. Alhamdulillah. If you can at least keep that, Allah likes that. He said, Allah has power, Jalla Jalaluhu, to take you out from a problem, to change a problem into a blessing. Otherwise, it's always going to be a problem, a curse. He can change it. They're talking about alchemy. We're reading about magicians and alchemy. They're trying. Allah does the alchemy. He changed something out of nothing. They're trying to make gold out of lead. He already made gold out of nothing. He created everything. Why they turned away from Allah? Every problem comes back to that. Every situation comes back to that. Every conspiracy comes back to that. They turned away from God, they turned away from Allah, and they ran after something else. And the situation keeps getting worse. Why is it getting worse? You ran away from the solution and are running towards the problem. Our egos is the problem. When a problem comes, we run to our ego. Hey, it got worse. What did you expect? Oh, my ego saved me. Sure. Never. Never my ego was going to save me. Oh, Shaitan, save me. One name for Shaitan, I forgot the name for it, the abandoner. Shaitan, the ones that take you out into the middle of the desert, say, trust me, follow me, trust the plan. Takes you into the middle of the desert, then leaves you there. No food, no water, no compass. We're out into the middle of the sea. No oars on the boat, no compass, no food, and leaves you. But you promised. Shaitan makes promises. Quran says like that. Promises and threats. But it's not true. Allahumma salli wa sallam. Tawakkaltu ala Allah. Tawakkal Allah. Huwa Rabbi la ilaha illa hu. هذا ذكر. Everyone who trusts, let them trust in Allah. ومن يتوكل متوكلون. I forgot the first part of it.
من يتوكل فتوكل على الله.
When you talk Allah, who is going to trust, let them trust in Allah. If you want to trust in something, there was a commercial or something, trust in that one. No, trust in Allah. One person came to Maulana Shaykh, said, I have to move to a new city. I don't know what I'm going to do. He said, say 100 times, Tawakkal Allah. Tawakkal Allah. Tawakkal to Allah. Allah. When you talk Allah, يَجْعَلْ لَكُمْ مَخْرَجًا. It's like that.
يجعل له مخرجا.
When you talk to Allah,
يجعل له مخرجا.
يَجْعَلْ لَكُمْ مَخْرَجًا. Who trusts in Allah, Allah will make a way out for them. And remember the next line? And Allah makes a way out and gives you from sources you could never imagine. We're seeing materialists see everything as a closed system. There's this much money in circulation. There's this earth can feed these many people only. There's this much. Allah's situation is open. He said, well, arda madadnaha. We made the earth wider. We expanded the earth. Well, I used to say, if you could measure the earth somehow, go back and measure it again, you found it got bigger. But maybe your measuring device got bigger also. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala خلق السماوات والأرض وخلق كل شيء ولله جنود السماوات والأرض يعلم إله. No one knows his armies. Rabbi fi warham anta khairur rahimin. Prophets, we like to, or we say with our tongues, we're following prophets. We're not following prophets. We only saying. What is our Anbiya, or Ismail, or Yaqub, reciting their holy names? When they were remembering Allah, they would fall down weeping. Shaykh Nazim, his last 2 years, only he was weeping and saying, Ya Rab Shah Maradan, and weeping. Weeping from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. They say when you're reading the Quran, if you can't cry, make yourself to cry. Isn't it? Asking a Quran teacher. They say like that, make yourself to cry. Allahumma salli wa sallam. Oh our Lord, don't make us to be far away from you, but make us to be with you every time. Send us your inayat, your holy, divinely help, that we can be with you every time, every place, no matter what comes to us. That it should be a way for us to return to you, to come to you, to leave forgetfulness, heedlessness, ghafl, and come to. What did that man say? Al-an ana mustaqizan. Now I am awake. Now I am awake. One magician was writing a book. He made a mantra, a zikr for himself. Now I am awake. Now I am awake. We asked also to the famous Google translator. Al-an ana mustaqizan. I played it for Shaykh Hashem. He said, yes, it's correct like that. Allah bless him, gives him long life and full power. Oh Allah, our hearts are like rocks. Our hearts are like rocks. We cry for ourselves, we're not crying for you. You created us. You gave us life and you gave us everything. Making us to pass through days and nights safely. Alhamdulillah. Ya Rabbi Shukr. If you try to count up the favors of Allah, you never come to the end of it. You can never count it. You never do it. Who does? Shaykh told us one, Shaykh Hashem, Allah bless him, he said, I'm going to do for you what Grand Shaykh used to do for us. It was Rajab, the month of Rajab, seclusion month. We're not in seclusion, but at least do a muhasibah, self-accounting. Write down your mistakes. Take a notebook, write your mistakes. Liar, thief, whatever you want to say about yourself. We were in Cyprus that time. Everyone took their notebook and was sitting in the guest house. One person wrote. His brother said, what you wrote? You finished? Yeah. Let's see. This is all your mistakes? Give me the pen. You have lots. You have lots you forgot to write. May Allah, alhamdulillah, grants us from His love. Allahumma nas'aluka hubbaka wa huwa man yuhibbuk wa huwa man hubbuhu yanfa'u ila hadratik. Your love, O my Lord, and the love of who loves you, and the love of those whose love is good for us here and hereafter. Fatiha. In the end, we don't have more than that. No one can count on their deeds. You can't rely on your amal to save you. برحمتك أستغيث. أغثنا. The only one that can save it by His mercy only. We're saved. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وأشهد